9 things that become meaningless. After 70, embracing freedom and fulfillment in later life. Reaching the age of 70 is a significant and often reflective moment. By this stage, many individuals have accumulated rich and varied experiences, from career achievements to personal milestones. Life has bestowed wisdom, resilience, and a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Yet, with all that life has given, it also becomes a time to evaluate what no longer holds value, the things that may have once driven us but now seem irrelevant or burdensome. As we step into this new chapter, it's essential to let go of what no longer serves us and focus on what brings fulfillment, joy, and peace. This is a time to live more authentically, embrace simplicity, and prioritize our own happiness. In doing so, we free ourselves from the unnecessary weight that may have accumulated over the years. Below are 9 things that become meaningless after 70, along with practical advice on how to release these burdens and live a lighter, more intentional life. 1. Worrying about others' opinions. Throughout much of life, many of us are conditioned to care deeply about how others perceive us. We strive to meet expectations set by family, friends, colleagues, and society at large. The approval of others, whether through career achievements, personal choices, or social standing, often plays a significant role in shaping our decisions. However, as we age, this concern gradually loses its significance. By the time we reach 70, the weight of others' opinions becomes increasingly meaningless. At this stage, you've gained enough life experience to recognize that no one else's opinion should define your worth or dictate how you live. This newfound clarity brings freedom. Rather than bending to societal norms or seeking validation from external sources, you are now in a position to fully embrace your authentic self. You have the wisdom to understand that true contentment comes from living in alignment with your own values, not those imposed by others. Think back to the times when you made decisions based on how others might judge you. Did those choices truly make you happy? Now imagine the liberation that comes from making decisions solely based on what feels right for you. Whether it's how you dress, where you live, or how you spend your time, you have the right to prioritize your own happiness without seeking approval. This is your time to live on your own terms, free from the opinions of others. Letting go of this burden allows you to reclaim your personal power and live more authentically. As you release the need for external validation, you'll find a deep sense of peace and joy in simply being yourself. 2. Accumulating material possessions. In our younger years, many of us place a high value on accumulating material possessions. Whether it's buying a home, acquiring a new car, or filling closets with clothes, the pursuit of things often symbolizes success, security, or achievement. But as we grow older, the significance of material possessions fades. By the time you reach 70, it becomes clear that happiness doesn't come from owning more things. In fact, the accumulation of material goods can become a source of stress rather than joy. As we age, we may realize that we've spent years accumulating items that no longer serve us, cluttering our living spaces rather than enriching our lives. These items may hold sentimental value or represent past accomplishments, but they can also weigh us down. Maintaining a home full of possessions requires time, energy, and mental space. Often, the things we own end up owning us. Now is the perfect time to reevaluate your relationship with material possessions. Consider what truly adds value to your life and what you can let go of. Take stock of your home. Are there things you've been holding on to that no longer serve a purpose? Perhaps there's furniture you no longer use, clothing you haven't worn in years, or gadgets that sit unused in a drawer. Decluttering isn't just about tidying up. It's about making space for what truly matters. Letting go of excess possessions can be incredibly freeing, allowing you to focus on experiences, relationships, and personal growth. Decluttering can be an incredibly freeing experience. As you let go of physical items, you make room not only in your home, but also in your mind and heart as well. You'll find that creating space for new experiences, memories, and connections is far more rewarding than holding on to material things. After all, the joy of life is found in relationships, meaningful moments, and personal growth, not in possessions. Maintaining social obligations that no longer bring joy. In earlier stages of life, there is often a sense of duty or obligation to attend social events, participate in gatherings, and maintain connections, even when they no longer bring joy. Whether it's out of politeness, a desire to maintain relationships, or a sense of obligation, we often find ourselves saying yes to things we'd rather not do. But after 70, life is too precious to spend in situations that no longer fulfill us. It's important to recognize that it's perfectly okay to say no to social obligations that drain your energy or fail to resonate with you. At this stage, you have the freedom to prioritize your own happiness and well-being. There is no need to feel guilty for declining invitations or stepping back from relationships that no longer align with your values or desires. Have you ever attended an event out of a sense of duty, only to feel emotionally drained afterward? Imagine the relief of choosing only to engage in social activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Whether it's spending time with close friends who lift you up, attending a gathering that aligns with your interests, or simply enjoying a quiet evening at home, you have the right to make choices that honor your true desires. By selectively choosing the social interactions that add value to your life, you'll find that each connection becomes more meaningful. You'll also feel more present and engaged when you're participating in activities that genuinely resonate with you. This isn't about isolating yourself, but rather about being intentional with how you spend your time and energy. 4. Chasing society's standards of beauty. Society has long emphasized youth and physical appearance as markers of beauty. From magazine covers to advertisements, we are bombarded with messages that equate beauty with smooth skin, toned bodies, and a youthful appearance. For many, this pressure to conform to societal beauty standards can lead to a lifelong pursuit of staying young or hiding the natural signs of aging. But after 70, the idea of chasing these external standards becomes meaningless. Wrinkles, gray hair, and other signs of aging are not something to be ashamed of. They are evidence of a life well lived. Each line on your face tells a story. Each gray hair is a testament to the wisdom you've gained over the years. Instead of seeing these marks as flaws, embrace them as symbols of strength, resilience, and the experiences that have shaped you. As we grow older, authentic beauty becomes less about physical appearance and more about the qualities we embody: confidence, kindness, grace, and authenticity. These are the attributes that make us truly beautiful, regardless of age. The people you admire most likely aren't those who conform to society's narrow standards of beauty, but rather those who radiate warmth, wisdom, and compassion. Letting go of society's standards of beauty allows you to embrace yourself fully, just as you are. You no longer need to feel pressured to hide the natural signs of aging or conform to unrealistic ideals. By accepting your body and appearance with love and appreciation, you free yourself from the endless cycle of trying to fix something that was never broken. Your beauty at 70 and beyond is a reflection of your life, your spirit, and your inner strength. 5. Holding on to activities that no longer bring fulfillment. Throughout life, we all develop routines, hobbies, and activities that once brought us joy. But as time goes on, these activities may lose their meaning or become more of a chore than a source of enjoyment. After 70, it's important to reassess how you spend your time and let go of activities that no longer fulfill you. This doesn't mean abandoning all the things you once loved, but rather taking a closer look at whether certain activities still bring you happiness. For example, perhaps you once loved participating in a weekly bridge game with friends, but now find it tiring or unfulfilling. Or maybe you've been part of a club for years, but no longer feel connected to its purpose. It's okay to step back from these activities if they no longer serve you. Letting go of outdated routines creates space for new passions, and interests may change as you age. Your priorities shift, and you may be drawn to different types of experiences. Perhaps you'll discover a love for painting, gardening, or writing that you never explored before. Or maybe you'll find joy in spending more time with family or engaging in quiet reflection. The point is to give yourself permission to evolve and grow. Life after 70 is still full of opportunities for discovery and fulfillment. By releasing the activities that no longer bring you joy, you open yourself up to new experiences that align with who you are today. 6. Tolerance of toxic relationships. Relationships play a central role in our lives, but not all relationships are healthy or fulfilling. Over time, you may have maintained certain relationships out of obligation, even if they brought negativity or stress into your life. However, after 70, there's no reason to continue tolerating toxic relationships that drain your energy and emotional well-being. Toxic relationships can take many forms, whether it's a friend who constantly criticizes you, a family member who brings negativity, or an acquaintance who makes you feel small. These relationships often leave us feeling depleted, anxious, or unappreciated. But walking away from toxic relationships is not an act of selfishness. It's an act of self-care. You deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up, support you, and bring positivity into your life. Letting go of toxic relationships creates space for healthier, more fulfilling connections. It allows you to invest your time and energy in relationships that nurture your well-being and bring you joy. Have you ever noticed how much lighter you feel after spending time with someone who genuinely values and respects you? Those are the types of relationships that matter most, the ones that leave you feeling uplifted, appreciated, and understood. By prioritizing these healthy connections, you can enhance your quality of life and create deeper, more meaningful bonds. 7. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison is often described as the thief of joy, and for good reason. Throughout life, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, whether it's a neighbor's seemingly perfect family, a friend's financial success, or a sibling's accomplishments. We may find ourselves measuring our own happiness and success against those around us. But by the time we reach 70, we've learned an important truth. Everyone's journey is different, and comparison only robs us of our own joy. There is no universal formula for success, fulfillment, or happiness. What brings one person joy may not be the same for someone else, and that's okay. Your life is uniquely your own, and your path is a reflection of your choices, experiences, and values. When you let go of comparisons, you free yourself to fully embrace your own journey. Instead of measuring your worth against others, celebrate your own accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. Recognize the value of your experiences and the lessons you've learned along the way. By focusing on your own path, you can live more authentically and find greater contentment in who you are. 8. Clinging to outdated goals. When we're younger, many of us set ambitious goals based on societal expectations, personal aspirations, or the dreams we held at the time. These goals may have included building a successful career, achieving financial stability, or gaining recognition in a particular field. But as we grow older, our priorities shift, and some of those goals may no longer feel relevant or meaningful. After 70, it's important to reevaluate your goals and determine what truly matters to you now. It's perfectly okay to let go of goals that no longer align with your values or desires. For example, you may have once dreamed of climbing the corporate ladder, but now find that spending more time with loved ones is far more fulfilling. Or perhaps you once aspired to accumulate wealth but now prioritize experiences and memories over material success. By redefining your goals, you can focus on what brings you joy, peace, and a sense of purpose. In this stage of life, your goals should reflect matters: joy, peace, and fulfillment. 9. Feeling guilty for prioritizing your own happiness. Many of us have spent much of our lives prioritizing the needs of others, whether it's caring for family, fulfilling work obligations, or meeting the expectations of friends and loved ones. As a result, we may feel guilty when we finally take time to focus on our own happiness. But after 70, it's time to release that guilt and recognize that your happiness matters just as much as anyone else's. You've spent decades giving to others, and now it's time to give to yourself. Prioritizing your own well-being is not selfish. It's necessary for your emotional, physical, and mental health. When you take care of yourself and engage in activities that bring you joy, you're better able to show up for the people you love in a more present and meaningful way. What brings you joy? Is it traveling, spending time in nature, exploring a new hobby, or simply relaxing with a good book? Whatever it is, make it a priority. You deserve to put your own happiness at the top of your list, and by doing so, you'll enrich not only your own life but the lives of those around you. Conclusion: letting go for a lighter, more fulfilling life. As you move through life after 70, it becomes clear that some things simply don't hold the same weight they once did. By letting go of these burdens, whether it's the opinions of others, material possessions, toxic relationships, or societal expectations, you create space for what truly matters. This is your time to live more lightly, more intentionally, and with greater joy. Embrace the freedom that comes with this stage of life. Focus on the relationships that bring you happiness, the experiences that fulfill you, and the simple pleasures that make life meaningful. By releasing what no longer serves you, you open the door to a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. This is your journey, and it's one that deserves to be lived fully, authentically, and with an open heart. Let go of what weighs you down and embrace the life that brings you true joy. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these stories inspiring and motivating, please comment 1. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.